There's something you need to know about Scorpio, something no one has told you, but something everyone should understand before deciding to play with the heart, trust, or loyalty of a Scorpio. I'm talking about a cosmic protection so ancient and powerful that it transcends any common understanding of astrology or spirituality. I'm talking about a force that operates in the shadows of reality, observing every move, recording every injustice, preparing every consequence. If you've ever hurt a Scorpio, whether through betrayal, lies, manipulation, or cruelty, you need to understand that you didn't just hurt a person. You hurt a soul directly connected to the deepest and most mysterious forces of the universe. And these forces, don't forget, they never forget. They have an eternal memory and infinite patience, but when they decide to act, their precision is surgical and the impact is devastating. Scorpio carries within itself something that other signs simply don't possess, a direct connection to the energy of universal transformation. I'm not talking about metaphors or vague symbolism. I'm talking about a real, tangible connection to the forces that govern the cycles of death and rebirth, justice and consequence, protection and revenge. When you hurt a Scorpio, you're not just creating a common human conflict. You're challenging a system of cosmic balance that has existed for millennia. And here's what happens when this system is activated against you. Your life begins to unravel in ways that seem random but follow a terrifyingly precise pattern. That important project you were working on, it inexplicably fails. That person you trusted, they betray you in exactly the same way you betrayed Scorpio. That opportunity that seemed guaranteed, it slips through your fingers at the last second. And you're left confused, wondering why your luck has changed so dramatically. But it's not luck, it's cosmic justice operating through channels your rational mind can't comprehend. It's the universe returning to you, multiplied tenfold, every ounce of pain you caused someone under special protection. Because Scorpio is no ordinary sign, it's a guardian of mysteries, a channel of profound truths, a spiritual warrior disguised as a human being. Scorpio, if you're watching this, I want you to understand something fundamental about your own nature. You didn't imagine that feeling that you were always different from others. You really are. It's not paranoia to feel that people observe you with a mixture of fascination and fear. They truly sense something in you that they can't define, but that makes them uneasy. It's your direct connection to the invisible forces that shape reality. Ever since you were a child, you probably realized you had an almost supernatural ability to see through the masks people wear. You could sense lies before they were even spoken. You detected hidden intentions with a precision that frightened even you. And when someone betrayed or hurt you, you felt a rage so deep it seemed to come from a place far beyond your conscious self. It was your Scorpio nature recognizing a violation of the sacred order. What you may not know is that this anger isn't destructive, it's creative. It's the force that reorders realities. When you feel this volcanic intensity rising within you after being hurt, it's not just human emotion, it's cosmic energy moving through your being, preparing to restore the balance that's been disrupted. You are a channel of this force, not its victim. Every time someone hurts you and thinks they got away with it, they're simply demonstrating how little they understand the laws that govern this universe. Because the protection you carry doesn't depend on you doing anything. You don't need to plot revenge. You don't need to conspire. You don't even need to wish harm upon the person. The system works automatically. It's like a physical law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Only in your case, the reaction is amplified by the forces you represent. And here's something that may seem impossible, but you've seen happen in your life. The people who hurt you end up facing situations that mirror exactly what they did to you. The liar discovers that everyone around them is lying to them. The betrayer is betrayed in the most painful way possible. The manipulator finds himself surrounded by people who manipulate him mercilessly. It's no coincidence. It's spiritual mathematics. For Scorpios born between October 23rd and November 2nd, this protection manifests primarily through the collapse of the illusions their abusers have built about themselves. They are forced to face truths about their own nature that they would rather ignore forever. For those born between November 3rd and 13th, justice comes through the loss of what they value most, just as they tried to take away what you value most. And for those born between November 14th and 22nd, the consequence manifests as profound isolation, where they experience the emotional loneliness they tried to impose on you. But the most fascinating aspect of this cosmic protection is its precision. It doesn't harm innocence. It doesn't cause collateral damage. It goes straight to the point of the wound and returns exactly the same quality of pain, only multiplied. It's as if the universe possesses a justice system more sophisticated than any human court, capable of identifying the true intention behind every action and calculating the perfect consequence. Scorpio, you've probably noticed that when you genuinely forgive someone who hurt you, cosmic protection withdraws, not because you're weak or naive, but because true forgiveness completely transforms the energy of the situation. You have the power to activate this universal justice, but you also have the power to cancel it. It's an immense responsibility, and the universe trusts you to use this ability wisely. This doesn't mean you should forgive anyone or accept any behavior. It means you have a conscious choice about when to apply your natural protection and when to choose mercy. And this choice reveals the true power of your sign. It's not revenge that makes you powerful. It's the ability to consciously decide when to use and when not to use the forces at your disposal. The truth is, most people don't even know they're dealing with this energy when they interact with a Scorpio. They treat you as they would anyone else, unaware that they're dealing with forces far beyond their comprehension. It's like someone entering a restricted military zone, thinking it's just a regular field. The security is there, operating 24 hours a day, but invisible to those not trained to perceive it. And when these people decide to attack, lie, betray, or manipulate you, it's as if they're activating a cosmic alarm system. Immediately, your life enters the radar of forces that will begin observing every move, every choice, every intention. And from that moment on, every mistake they make will be magnified, every weakness will be exposed, every mask will be ripped away. What impresses me most is the patience of these forces. They don't act impulsively. They wait for the perfect moment, when the aggressor is most vulnerable, most confident, most convinced they've escaped the consequences. And then, with a precision that seems almost artistic, that person's life begins to crumble precisely at the points where they thought they were safest. Scorpio, there's a reason you've always felt different, more intense, and deeper than those around you. You carry within you a spark of the force that governs universal transformations. You are an agent of change, a catalyst of truths, a guardian of mysteries. And when someone tries to dim that light, harm that strength, or break that sacred connection, the very fabric of reality rearranges itself to protect you. It's not arrogance to acknowledge this. It's self-awareness. It's understanding that you didn't come into this world to be ordinary, to accept injustice, to allow lesser people to try to erase your intensity. You came as a living reminder that there are forces operating in this universe that cannot be manipulated, bought, or deceived. And those who try to do so discover sooner or later that they've messed with something much greater than a single human being. The energy that protects Scorpio has a quality that frightens superficial people. It is utterly honest. It cannot be seduced by false charm. It does not allow itself to be fooled by crocodile tears. It does not accept empty excuses. It sees through all the layers of lies and self-deception until it reaches the naked truth about each person's intentions. And when it encounters genuine malice directed at a Scorpio, its response is ruthless. But here's something few understand. This protection doesn't make you invincible to all kinds of pain. You can still suffer. You can still be hurt. You can still experience moments of vulnerability and sadness. The difference is that your pain has a transformative purpose, while the pain of those who hurt you is only destructive. Your pain strengthens you, teaches you, connects you even more deeply with your truth. Their pain only breaks you. Scorpio, every time you overcome a betrayal, a lie, an attempt at destruction, you're not just healing yourself. You're demonstrating to the universe that you're worthy of the protection you carry. You're proving that you can transform poison into medicine, darkness into light, endings into new beginnings. And this capacity for emotional alchemy is precisely what makes the universal forces consider you one of their representatives on Earth. When you rise after being knocked down, when you find strength after being broken, when you choose love after experiencing hate, you are activating your true Scorpio nature. It's not revenge that defines your power, it's resurrection. It's the ability to die symbolically and be reborn stronger, wiser, more aligned with your essence. And each time you demonstrate this ability, the forces that protect you become more active, more present, more willing to intervene when necessary. It's as if you're constantly proving that you deserve to be on the front lines of the battle between light and darkness, truth and lies, justice and corruption. People who try to hurt you don't realize they're signing up for a crash course in universal laws. They'll learn about consequences in a way they'll never forget. They'll discover that some people in this world are connected to forces that don't play games, don't forgive lightly, and don't forget easily. Scorpio, your intensity isn't a flaw you need to correct. It's a spiritual tool you need to learn to use consciously. Your ability to see through lies isn't paranoia. It's a genuine psychic gift. Your tendency toward all or nothing isn't emotional instability. It's alignment with forces that know no middle ground between light and dark. When you fully embrace these characteristics, instead of trying to soften them to please others, you become an even clearer channel for the protection you carry. You stop apologizing for being profound in a superficial world, intense in a society that prefers the mediocre, honest in an environment full of masks. And the more authentically Scorpio you become, the more those around you begin to feel your protective energy. Those with pure intentions feel safe and inspired in your presence. Those with questionable intentions feel uncomfortable and exposed. It's as if you're a natural detector of human integrity. The universe placed you in this world as a test for others. Not a cruel or unfair test, but a test of authenticity. In the presence of a true Scorpio, people are forced to choose between being genuine or being fake. And this choice defines how the cosmos will interact with them from that moment on. Those who choose authenticity in their presence discover levels of connection and depth they never imagined possible. Those who choose falsehood find their masks become heavier and more difficult to maintain until they eventually fall away, revealing the truth they were trying to hide. The protection you carry isn't just for you. It's for all who genuinely connect with you. Your true friendships are blessed. Your authentic relationships are strengthened. Your honest projects are supported by invisible forces. You are like a portal through which universal justice can operate in the physical world. But this same protection becomes a destructive force for those who seek to use you, manipulate you, or intentionally harm your life. They discover that messing with a Scorpio is like messing with the foundations of reality. The consequences go far beyond what an ordinary human mind can calculate or foresee. Scorpio, in the coming years, you may begin to notice even more clearly how this protection operates in your life. You may observe people who have hurt you in the past facing situations that mirror exactly what they did to you. You may see how those who try to harm you encounter inexplicable obstacles in their path. You may perceive how the universe seems to conspire to place you in positions of strength over those who tried to diminish you. Don't feel guilty when this happens. It's not you causing harm, it's the natural balance restoring itself. You don't need to desire revenge for it to happen. You just need to continue being authentically you, living your truth, honoring your deep and transformative nature. The greatest revenge you can take against those who tried to destroy you is to become even more powerful, even more connected to your essence, even more aligned with the forces that protect you. It's living a life so full and meaningful that their attempts to harm you become irrelevant in the face of the greatness you've achieved. And when you reach this level of personal fulfillment, something interesting happens. You stop worrying about the consequences your abusers will face. Not because you no longer care, but because you're so focused on your own evolution that you have no energy left to watch others fall. This is the true mark of a Scorpio who has fully grasped their power. They use their intensity to create, not to destroy. They use their depth to heal, not to hurt. They use their connection to universal forces to elevate, not to demean. But never, ever forget, you carry a protection that is real, active, and more powerful than any human force. Those who choose to respect you discover levels of loyalty and support that can change their lives forever. Those who choose to disrespect you discover they've tampered with forces far beyond their comprehension. The title of this video isn't a threat. It's a warning based on observations of patterns that have repeated themselves for millennia. It's a reminder that in a universe governed by laws of cause and effect, some people are more directly connected to those laws than others. And Scorpio is at the top of that list. If you've hurt a Scorpio in the past, there's still time to acknowledge your mistake and seek genuine reparation. Not because you're afraid of the consequences, but because it's the right thing to do. The universe always honors authentic change and true repentance. But if you continue on the path of denial, justification, or repeating the same destructive patterns, prepare to learn about cosmic justice in a way you'll never forget. And if you're a Scorpio, remember, your protection is real, your strength is legitimate, your intensity is sacred. Never dim your light to make others comfortable with their own darkness. Never apologize for being profound in a superficial world. And never doubt that you carry within you a spark of the most mysterious and powerful forces in this universe. If this message touched something deep within you, share your experience with your sign's natural protection in the comments. Other Scorpios need to know they're not alone in this special connection with universal forces. Subscribe to continue exploring the mysteries and hidden powers that reside within Scorpio's nature. Turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning of a much deeper exploration of the extraordinary capabilities you carry. Remember, never hurt a Scorpio, or karma will make you pay. It's not superstition, it's universal law in action.